Between COVID and natural aging and natural disease process, we're losing a lot of our parents, and sometimes younger than we'd really like to. Hi, I'm David Essel. For 45 years as a counselor, #1 bestseller and more. I actually love to work in the world of grieving, and I love to work in the world of the afterlife and all these different things, along with addictions and relationships and everything else we do. But if your parents are still alive, I'm going to ask you to not make the mistake that I made. And the mistake that I made is irreversible, and so I've had to come to grips with it. I've had to accept that I made an error with my parents when they were alive, and then I have to work through it, and then I have to forgive myself, and it's all a process, and I've done that all, and I'll work with someone to help me forgive myself for being who I was when they were alive, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But I want you to really think about this, because if your parents are alive, and I just went through this with one of my clients the other day, if your parents are alive and you have any kind of relationship with them whatsoever that's healthy, and I know a lot of us don't have healthy relationships as adults with our parents, but if you have anything at all that's healthy, be in contact with them more often. That's the mistake I made. I knew my parents were getting older. We all can see it, right? I live in Florida. They lived in upstate New York, and, it was an inconvenience. And some people may judge me for using that word, especially about my parents. But I viewed it as an inconvenience, not on a conscious level. I didn't say, oh, my God, it's not convenient to call my mom and dad. But on the subconscious level, I know that was running the show. I'm so busy with my life, building my business, relationships, the whole 9 yards. I did not stay in contact with them as much as I could have. I did not reach out to them as much as I could have. I did not spend as much time with them as I could have. Even though I'm quite a distance away from them, there are options that I had that I chose not to take advantage of. My brother and sister, who lived in the same city that they didn't have a problem with this, of course, right? And as my mom and dad got sicker and sicker, and it went on for 4 years, where they were cared for in the home before they died in their own home. My brother and sister were there 24/7 just about. I had gone up, but not enough. Not enough at all. I was talking to a client the other day who was telling me about the relationship he had with one of his parents that was just outstanding, deep, beautiful, loving. And when I said to him, how often do you talk to your parent when, everything is fine, there's not a crisis? And he said, oh my gosh, if I think about it, it's probably every couple months. See, that's the mistake I made. I would contact them, I don't know, maybe once a month or something like that. We'd talk on the phone. Not anywhere near enough, especially because of the fact of not only what I do as a counselor, but my love for my mom and dad was off the charts. I had no excuses other than I didn't make it a priority. And that's on me. And that's what I've had to live with. And of course, I've forgiven myself. I've let it go. But it wasn't easy to look in the mirror and to say what I'm saying right now. So please, if you have any kind of a decent relationship with your mom and dad, text them weekly. Talk to them every other week. Get engaged with their lives, because they can go quicker than you can ever imagine. If I look at the 4 years of my parents suffering and dying, even that went so super fast. I did have a chance to speak to my mom one-on-one before she died. She had dementia. I'm not sure how much that she really recalled or could recall. I had a chance to go very deep with my father about a year before he died, which really made me feel fantastic. But I wasn't in touch with them enough. As their oldest son, I did not own the responsibility. Now, please don't make that same mistake. If I had a chance to do it over again, you can bet your butt I would. I do not. So I forgive myself, but then I use this lesson to help others. If I can help you at all in this process, please reach out to me at talkdavid.com. We have discounts for inflation if something like that would be a benefit for you. We've been working for 45 years with people from all over the world. So reach out, talkdavid.com. Please don't make the same mistake that I made. Have a beautiful day.